Nobody, no crime. Well, not on my time. Eyes are watching, giving victims a voice. Raise your voice from Delphi to Camden, and there will be no more botching. We might not be Dateline, but come along if you want a great time. Grab yourself a glass of wine, and let's talk some true crime. And hey, you'll even have an alibi if you collect evidence in red solo cups. If your expert says it just did, you might have a problem. We might not be Dateline, but come along if you want a great time. Grab yourself a glass of wine, and let's talk some true crime. And hey, you'll even have an
Hello, how is everyone tonight? Thank you for being here. I am doing the fundraiser at Maz's house here after this, so I figured why not go live and talk a little bit to you guys and see what everyone is doing on this Sunday and how everyone's weekend is going. So that is what I am doing. So how is everyone? Who is all here? Oh, hello, Janelle. Janelle, I've seen a lot of you in Bakers. It's so nice to have you here. All right. Let's see. Allie's here. Linda. Hi, guys. Amazing. Well, today we're just going to talk a little bit about the Kelsey Fitzsimmons case. And obviously we're going to try to raise some money and some funds for her over at Maz's house tonight. Sorry, my cat is right here and pushing my microphone. So we're going to try to raise some money for her. There was some new Oh, hello, Meatball. Hello. And Emily. See? Yes. You are not blocked. Look at that. Hey. It is safe. Amazing. Oh, man. That was still so embarrassing. Yeah. So there were some court documents that dropped from Justin that were on a whole nother level. I mean, not shocked really. Hello, Jeno. Not shocked by any means, but just hard to listen to when you know like how gaslighty he is and everything. I don't know. They were annoying, but what pissed me off the most, I think, was him talking about how much she had raised and how much money she has in her Gifsango, like it had anything to do with the motion that he was putting forth. So to that, I said, challenge accepted. Let's get it even higher. And then we know, obviously, it's going to cost her at a minimum, I think, $1,000 for even the first visit to see her son. And so it is going to be very pricey just to have visits, of which she should have been able to do so for, almost a year now. So she definitely needs our help. And so that's what we're here for. And that's what we're going to be doing at Maz's. And then I will have mine the following week. And we'll just keep it going like we had been before the trial. And keep those funds coming in for her. She's going to need it. And I think everyone in the community is pretty invested. And we all want to see this through and help as much as we possibly can. So that is awesome. Let's see. Yes, Janelle, I am here for it. Look, let's make Justin even more jealous. We know that's what motivates him, right? Is money and potentially substances, in my opinion. But for sure money. So, he had to get a little dig in there and mention her fund and just how well it's doing. And it seems just like yesterday that it was at 100,000 and now it is way exceeded that. So, let's get it to 2. It's not far from 2 and I think that we can do that. And if we happen to piss him off, so be it. Who am I to stop that? I encourage it, play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. So, if we can help Kelsey out and also piss off the bad guy, I am all for it. And yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So, some of the allegations that he was stating were just so outlandish and also make him and his sister look ridiculous because they're both mandated reporters. I meant to look into the parents because it's very possible they too could be mandated reporters, but I didn't get a chance to do that. But for sure, him and Courtney are both mandated reporters. So if these allegations and what they're saying are happening, they didn't report it, which is a crime. All mandated reporters take their job very serious, or at least they should. So that's a whole nother can of worms to open up too. And look, they're slinging mud. So what's another thing to add to it? Because they had a duty if this was allegedly the truth, which I don't buy for a second. They had a duty to report it, and there was no calls. So I think shame on them. So hi Coco, how are you? Coco, I got to meet up in Massachusetts. Was it you or the other Coco? There's 2 Cocos. Okay. Yes. So, yeah, he's a mandated reporter and he did not. Yeah, exactly, Jody. And that's a problem. That's also a problem going into court. That's a problem regardless, but especially when you're going to start trying to mudsling and see all these things that, by the way, you can't back up. I found it very interesting that there were a couple, I think maybe 2 2 text messages that were in that report. Hello, the Goodmans. Hi, how are we tonight? There were 2 text messages that you could see them, they were cited. However, there was other allegations that happened in text, but we didn't see them, did we? No, because my guess is that he didn't have them to back up anything of what he was saying. So, very interesting in my opinion. And Jen O saying that he is asking for supervised visits at a facility chosen by him, and the intake fee is $500, and then it's $100 an hour. Yeah, and also, I don't know if you guys saw on the Justice for Kelsey official Facebook group, but there was some. It's very hard to know what is accurate, what is not accurate when people are allowed to make comments on this group, this place that they were going to have the visits. You're going to get people because it's a custody battle. It's not a good time for anyone, right? It is extremely volatile, and so you're going to have people that are not happy regardless. But there was a lot of comments stating that this place was very pro man, and this specific director basically will say what you want her to say, and that to me fits the aliens narrative of how they do and pick things. We know they have connections in the community, and so if that's true, it seems to fit right in. I don't know, have not looked into it, and it's really hard to tell. Just people are going to comment things. Being in that situation, one party is not going to be happy, right? So take it with a grain of salt, but I think it's a great idea to get it out of that facility. There's other places that they can do these visits. And I don't think at this point anything should be on the table that Justin suggests, because I would, the ulterior motives are huge and I don't trust any of it. But I don't know what I'm doing. That's just, I don't have any kind of, attorney, anything. So I'm sure whatever they do is fine, but that's just my feelings. If I was in this situation, I wouldn't want that doctor to be seeing him. I wouldn't want that facility to be the one who had the visits. Just me personally. Sorry, guys. The allergies, all of the it's starting to get like hot down here. And I never had allergies before moving to Florida, and then I did, and last year was a little better, but it's you can tell, like, starting to get hot and pollen on the cars, and I can tell it in my chest. Oh, also, some news for the channel, guys. I am now monetized, which is very exciting. I don't know exactly what that means, probably nothing for me, but I do know that you can now do memberships, which we got to figure out what we call the people in the chat. Some people have asked me, I don't know. So you guys are all really creative. If you guys come up with something, let me know. I did make the little badges for like the members. And I made them a magnifying glass, which I thought was really cute since I'm a detective. And so you can now buy memberships. You can do all that. Don't ask me how to do it because I don't know. But I got a thing that said like I'm now a member and a YouTube member partner thing. So I was like, wait, what? So then I was able to do a few things. Thank you. Yes. Oh, agents. Oh, I kind of like this, Priscilla. Maybe we come up with a couple and then we can vote on it, which I found the vote thing. I feel like Emily C will be very, very excited that I found it all on my own. Oh my goodness. Please hold. I have no super chat, super chat, super chat. I have no fancy thing. But Meatball Morrissey, Alien is suggesting a 1 to 5 hour visit per week with the baby, but the place he suggested only does a max of 3 hours. I will shirt in the hat if I can wear it. Thank you, Meatball, and thank you for my very first super chat. That's very kind of you. Yes, so I was watching Jess when she was talking about this and how she had called up there and all of that. Um I can confirm too, like even with DCF, we would not have a 5-hour visit. The only time that happened was when I had to go with the mother down to Tallahassee, which was literally almost 4-hour drive, and we stayed all afternoon because we had drove down there. But typically it's twice a week for 2 hours, but that can be dependent on whatever the judge deems. And if that child is, a young infant, like had she been able to get supervised visits when he was taken from her, those visits she would have probably had 3 a week, 2 or 3 hours long, because the judge obviously would understand that the bonding time between a newborn and his mom is so significant. So they probably would have had even more. But we know that she was ripped from that and didn't get to do any of that. So um it was that was hard to see. But yeah, 5 hours like in a room. I mean, seriously, like that kid is gonna be miserable. Not only that, like I have sat in on those visits where they were 2 hours, and that's a long visit in a room, okay? And it's awkward for the mom or the dad because they have someone sitting there and watching them. It's just awkward for everyone, and 9 times out of 10, the child is miserable for half of it because you're interrupting their schedule and, all of that. So, yeah, to suggest 5 hours, tell me you don't know much about kids, okay? And yeah, I don't think he's the one taking care of the baby, if I had to guess. So that kinda tracks, but, yes, thank you, Meatball. And I see okay, I don't know how to do this. You guys are amazing. Look at you guys becoming members. How do I pull this up? Guys, I don't know how to do this, but I see them. I'm seeing them. Um, oh, okay, starred. Okay. Wait, is this another one? Okay. Oh, there we go. I'm not sure. Okay, I figured it out sorta kinda. Heidi, thank you so much for becoming a member. You guys are amazing. I don't know exactly what all that's gonna entail. I'm gonna try to do some members only. Also, I want all the feedback. So whatever you guys want to do for members only, tell me. And I need to actually do an email just for the show that is not my regular email, so I can give it out so you guys can contact me, throw ideas out there and suggestions. Like, I don't this is not just about me, like, this is very much about the community, and so I want all the feedback. Amber, you became a member. Thank you so much and welcome to the family. Jody, you became a member too. Thank you guys so much. And Amber not only became a member, but she gifted 5 memberships. Thank you so much. That's amazing. I can't even tell you like how much I appreciate that. That's amazing. Priscilla, you too became a member, which is incredible. Welcome. Oh my goodness, what is Ellen? Thank you so much. And super chats, love you and thanks for all you do. Well, Ellen, I love you right back. And you are more than welcome. Look, this platform is for helping people and bringing awareness to cases. And so I'm the one that's thankful for you guys for coming here and watching and being involved and wanting to also make a difference. I think it takes a certain type of person to really follow through with like all that we want to accomplish. And I feel like a lot of us are like empaths and really feel for people and can put ourselves in other shoes and also just have a love for what is right and justice. And so when we see it, like we want to do something. And so it's really cool to just be around people who are of like mind and just we I've said it so many times, strong women supporting other strong women, and it's fantastic. So Ellen, thank you so much for your super chat and for hanging out with me. You guys are incredible. So yeah, so we will talk a little bit more about the Kelsey case. What were you guys' thoughts? Were you guys picking up on anything in Justin's? Oh, let me go back to the live chat. Okay. So it looks like I have to rotate. Okay. All right. I'm learning things, guys. This is good because we cannot have any more blocking of Emily or anyone else that we don't want. Hi, Kelly. Kelly, Bustin' Justin's Fridge Acid is here. Still my favorite, still my favorite name to date. Yeah, try to beat it, but I don't know if you can. Amber, you are too kind. Listen, he's lucky to have his mom. She was always a great mom and is still a great mom, and he'll be even luckier when he has her back. But you guys are very kind. Um, and it has been an honor. Like, it's just wrong. It's just wrong what they've done to her, and she will get as much justice as she can. There's nothing that can make this right, but there are ways and avenues that will make it a little better, and she'll be able to have that, and she'll be able to pick back up. I know it very quickly with baby C. I just know it. So that is going to be one heck of a day. And how about the oh, hang on, side eyes? Okay, looks like I have to go here to even do that. Guys, bear with me. I don't know what I'm doing. But Side Eyes became a member, and I need to pull it up because she has all Side Eyes is always here. Let's see. Well, I don't know how to pull it up. Okay. I thought though, and when I figured that out, hang on, maybe it can go up. Okay. There you are. Okay. Side Eyes, welcome to the family, and thank you so much. Amazing. So we how about the fact that they're now wanting to have yes, oh Allie, this part right here. Let's see the notes about baby C thriving. Yeah. That whole thing, I cannot even tell you how irritating that is. To see the overstep of power just because obviously they asked her to say these things. That is not like that's not her profession. That is not her expertise, and for her to put that in a court document or write that down because she was asked to, is disgusting. And like, honestly, I can't, what am I gonna, I don't believe half of what she says now because obviously she's putting down what they're asking her, in my opinion. That's just not, that's not something that she has a right to say in a legal capacity. And did she really find, has she been around all the people in the baby's life to know that Justin the alien is his favorite? No. And I'm sorry, but when you take a child's mom, who is the next person that should be your favorite? Yeah, the dad. So you don't get a sticker, buddy. You don't. That is, if it wasn't you, then I'd be concerned. But so like the fact that she's like overstepping her boundaries on that, it really irritated me. And like as a physician and you can't, that stay in your lane, okay? Stay in your lane. And how many other people's custody issues did she insert herself in a way that she didn't have, you know, the the ethical right to do so? Because then in my opinion, it's not even ethical. Um, yes, Darcy, Justin sucks. Um, how about Fervent's new jam? Have you guys seen it? Um, it is really catchy, but there's a line in there that's like, "My fiance sucks." And I was like, "Yes, yes, girl." It's so good. I posted it on Twitter and we were trying to hype it to get it, um on the hype charts, but it's really good. It's very catchy. Um Kelly, this is a great question and I am sure she does not. Sure she does not. But best believe that on Cross when she's called, I'm sure something will be mentioned. So again, Kelsey's hearing for the RO is going to be on Tuesday because it's family court. We're not going to be privy to that. I believe Jess is going, and I think Justice Serve is going. So hopefully we will get some updates. And if Jess is there, she's fantastic with her tweets and stuff. It's real easy to feel like you're there with her tweeting out. So if that's the case, we will be in good hands. But I know it's a lot of us are going to want to be there, myself included. Allie saying fervent is fire. I love that he continually shows the alien running and falling. I know. I know. Oh, was it 24? Okay, that's great. That's fantastic. Well, hey, I think you can hype it while you're watching. If not, hype it later because we can get it in the top 20. I feel like then like that's even more exposure. Sorry you guys, like my allergies. Um it's more exposure plus like they're doing great work. They make so many bangers and I just, hey, keep it coming. I want them to make one completely about Justin cuz I think it could be really good and the falling part is amazing. Yes, Allie. So, um Jody, I didn't even notice it, but you were fine. I am so bad with like not it just sends stuff sometimes on chats and I'm like, "Oh, that I didn't it just autocorrects." So, yeah, don't worry about it. Um hang on. Rhonda. Lauren, I thought I was already a member, but now I am. No, Rhonda, if you missed it, I just got monetized. So you couldn't have been a member. So this just happened. And so now I have memberships. And so I don't know exactly what that means, but we're gonna do some member content. So I'm gonna create an email so you guys can email me and give me suggestions of what you guys would like to do. And we can just hang and chill and talk and discuss whatever you guys would like to. Thank you so much, Rhonda. So, so yes, I thought it was interesting that now that um Justin wants to control, it appears to me, for me, he wants to control every aspect of, and you know what? Maybe it's not even Justin. Maybe it's Lisa. I don't know. They're all one and the same. They're aliens, right? So they want that control, and it seems as though thank you, Emily. Yeah, I that was it was a surprise to me. So, here we are. I don't know exactly what I am doing, but we have memberships now. Um, Cursey Nursey, hello. So yeah, it was very interesting to me that now they have an issue with Kelsey showing or sharing pictures of her baby. However, it's kind of double standards, don't you think? Because how many pictures were Justin shown with the baby in prior months back with the fire department or I'm not friends with them on Facebook, but I can only imagine how many pictures the mom is sharing. I don't know. But my fundraiser has a picture of Kelsey and her child, and so it will stay up until a judge is ruling anything otherwise than that, or until the family asks me to take it down, because it's her child. So, anyways, you've taken everything from her. Now you don't want people to see her in a loving mom in a photo? Yeah, no. So sorry. Not gonna facilitate that unless it's ordered by a court. That's BS. Um, so yes, I'm trying to watch the time because I want to make sure that you guys are able to go over to Mazza's. That's where I will be next. And of course, we will have great discussions over there. So guys, the Omali case, we have David Yannetti, who is now on the case. And I will be very honest with you. I had heard about the case, but had not looked into it whatsoever until he got the case. But because he was very outspoken about it, I was like, let me look into this a little bit. And then, guys, there was not much to find when I looked into it. There was basically just the news reports of that night, and there just isn't much, right? And so I'm gonna grab this now because I don't know how to get back to it. Okay. Unfit for normalcy. Welcome to the family and thank you for your membership. Amazing. Um, so guys, like I can't find much on it. You know why? Because they're keeping it from us, like the public. And I mean, do I need to see it? No, I'm in Florida. But people of Massachusetts, they should demand that they see this. Not only are they not showing everything, but then you have the DA, um, was it Kevin Hayden, I think his name is, coming out and saying that the body cam footage is damning. It shows that, there was absolutely no reason to shoot. They were not in jeopardy of being run over, but we're not going to release it. You just have to take our word for it. It's 2026. No one is doing that anymore. Like, get with the program, okay? No one's doing that. And I just find that kind of disgusting because you're the prosecutor. You wear the white hat. The only job you have is to prosecute someone who deserves to be prosecuted if you can prove it in an ethical manner. That's it. You don't care who you're prosecuting. You don't care what, like, you're just literally trying to do what's right. You don't get to pick and choose and all of that just because you want to. And this just seems like very hidden. And in my experience, when you have a video that is literally priceless, you cannot put a price on a video. When you have a video, whether it's a crime, whether it's Justin smoking a drug, like how much money were we able to raise on those fundraisers? Hi, Veda. This is Veda, everyone. She's starting to like sitting up here, and I kind of hope that she does. Just so you guys can see her because she's really funny and she's a hoot. But anyways, so in my experience, when you have something like that and you don't want the public to see, there's a reason that you don't want the public to see. So for them as a prosecutor, in the white hat, for them not to want to show the public that, and like, there's obviously a big divide in this case already. So wouldn't it just be smart if that is what the body cam showed, just to put that out to the public so the public can feel at ease and for the transparency and all of that? Yeah, no, he specifically, and I've never heard a DA or even a law enforcement agent say them in the manner that he said it in. We will absolutely, like, I can't remember his exact words. Basically, we will absolutely not be sharing the body cam footage. So, like, basically, don't ask. That's ridiculous. Sue, love you too. Thank you for being here. Um, Thank you, Kersey. Someone asked if she's a naked cat. No, she is a Devon Rex. I do have a naked cat. Her brother is naked. He is sleeping. So, I'm sure he will come in here at some point. She has hair, but not like a ton of it, but she's a Devon Rex and it's kind of like curly and wavy. They're both like fantastic cats. I was never a cat person and then I got them and they're more like dogs. Her brother knows how to walk on a leash. We don't ever do it, but I trained him like when he was little, so he would walk on a leash and they come when you call them. I mean, they're literally, and when I eat, they're right there with my like dog just sitting there like waiting. Like they're just like dogs. So, they're cat dogs. I don't know, but they're great. Um but yes, yeah. Chrissy, his brother is naked, I don't know. He won't put clothes on, it's fine. But we do have outfits, but he kinda doesn't like them anymore. Um, so, yeah, I just think that that's a huge red flag, and, it's not going great because there's a huge divide in this case already, and, you have his, I don't know if it's a Gift and Go or GoFundMe page for Nicholas Omali that is raised, like, over 150,000 like, $1,000 already. That's fantastic. So and you have a lot of donations coming in from other, like, law enforcement departments and, offices and things like that. So, I don't know. Again, I don't know what happened that night. That's why it would be real nice to have this damning video that the DA says shows clear that they were not in danger of being run over and he should not have shot. It seems to me that if you have that, you should put that out to the public. So it makes me think that what's in that you don't want us to see. And I would love to maybe do a case outside of Massachusetts for once, but there just keeps happening all these cases that is like, maybe I'll look into this one. Maybe we'll cover this one. And it's hard to, and that's what I think in a strategic way, he's probably not dumb. This Hayden guy, DA Hayden, because I made a tweet about it, like, have you not learned anything from the Karen Reed thing, from the Kelsey Fitzsimmons case? And then Emily wrote, yeah, I think he has. Like, that's why he doesn't want us to see it. And she's exactly right. That is exactly what they're doing. But it's not gonna work because what else enrages people more than that is you trying to keep things from the public, and it's, things that the public have a right to see. They have a right to see who, the DA is prosecuting and why. Like, these are things you can FOIA request and get. And there's a reason because they're public. So, I just have a big problem with it, and I hope that I just hope that the body cam footage gets leaked because it seems like that's the only way that the public may see it because it's very clear that the DA does not, and it's the DA in Suffolk County. It's very clear they do not want the public ever seeing this. And if they're doing that kind of stuff now, what kind of hoops are they going to make the media jump through to even be able to cover this case or to live stream it or to be able to show it when trial does come about? It's gross. Like, there's no transparency whatsoever. Jody saying, that's to say there's a lot of awful LEOs and I feel body cams are key. Yeah. And they're key for law enforcement too, because look, there's nothing that a good law enforcement agent doesn't dislike more than a bad one. So it protects them too. And there's a million cases that they have people coming up and trying to stab them, and a body cam has literally justified them acting with some sort of force. So it absolutely it protects both parties. So yes, absolutely. let's see. Oh, are you out of hypes? That's okay. I don't know how you get hypes. And also that speaking of, I believe now you guys can hype some of my stuff, but I don't know. I think so because I think it was before I was like, "Oh, like and hype," but I don't think you could because it wasn't monetized. So I think that that is also a perk. I don't know. But I think so. All right, let's see. Um, what if the grand jury does not indict? So I believe that I don't know the laws of Massachusetts. So you can either, depending on states, some states have it where you can do either. You can bring charges and show like probable cause or whatever, or you can have a grand jury decide it. It sounds as though Massachusetts has the option. I don't know if anyone knows more. Maybe Emily sees here. She knows more about that state. Some states require you take it to a grand jury, but some don't. You can choose to do either. So I'm not 100% sure, but it's I mean, again, it is extremely rare that you're going to not get um something passed by a grand jury. That's why it was so telling in Kelsey's case that the grand jury was like, "Nah, nope." Because you can literally, that's why they say you can indict a ham sandwich. You just have to show a little bit, and that's basically it. It's very one-sided. It would be fascinating to be on a grand jury just to experience that. I think Baker has, if I'm not mistaken. Um, yes, Massachusetts. Yeah, man, they need to clean house on a lot of stuff, and it's scary because I know that there's good law enforcement agencies. I know that there are good we had, oh, look, Emily C. I knew she would know. Okay. If the grand jury doesn't indict, it's no bill and nothing goes to trial. That's what happened to Karen. Ah, right. Okay, conspiracy to commit witness intimidation charge with Aiden. Right. Okay. So, all right, so we just kind of wait and see then? Is that what I'm understanding, Emily? And Maz is here. Maza. I will see you soon. This is the warm up to the fundraiser. Um, but yes, so I guess we're just kind of waiting and see. I don't know. But there's some questions for sure, and I sure would like to like look into it, but we can't because they're pretty much hiding everything from the public, and that to me is awful. Um, okay, everyone's saying hello to our wing king Maza. Um, Maza, I'm excited because I feel like I haven't seen you in like weeks. And we were seeing each other every week on the fundraisers and we had a little break there. So I'm like, oh, great. I'm excited. So we're all excited to head over to your house after this. Um, but yes. So I don't know. Have you guys looked into look, hang on. Emily's seat has got more stuff. Okay. A lot of times when the bigger charge, the fact that someone lost their life, the grand jury wants to indict on something. But it could be a lesser charge like with Kelsey. Yep, that makes sense. That totally makes sense. Um, yeah, so we'll just see. And I think, some of them can take a while, but it seems like some of them can be very quickly too. So I don't know. I don't know how that works. I would like to talk to Baker because I think he has sat in on some grand juries, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see here. Okay. Oh, Maz is saying we haven't done a show together since the trial ended. I know. It feels like forever ago. Um, all right. Okay. What is this? All right, guys, I gotta figure out the starred thing. So does the I think it might star it for you. Is that correct? Maybe because I'm like, I didn't star these. I don't know how to star these. So it may just star them for you. It seems. Okay. All right. I'm gonna figure it all out, guys. We're gonna figure it out together. Um, let's see. Oh, actually we did. Glare fundraiser. I recall it now. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I don't know why that feels so long ago too. I don't know. Anyways, it'll be a good one tonight, guys. We're gonna raise money and piss the alien off, and it's gonna be like a win-win for everyone. So, and I'm also super excited for this upcoming week, Kelsey has trial for the, or not trial. I wish. She has a hearing for the RO on the 14th. So if any of you are there and would like to go support, I believe that is okay. If Laurie's in the chat, please feel free to tell me otherwise, but I believe it is okay. Let's see. And then on the 23rd, she will have the hearing on that she never got to have for aid or for Caden, back when it was ripped from her from the incident happening, and then Kathleen McCarthy Naaman basically saying, nah, you're not gonna ever see him, basically. So that is a long awaited one, I know, for the 23rd, but every single one of these serves a purpose, and it is one step closer to getting all of this at a point where she can move on with her life, have her child, have a normalcy of custody, and put this whole thing behind her and just have a normal life with her baby. Oh, the 14th is the RO. Okay. Yes. And the 23rd is the baby situation with custody stuff. Is that right, Lori? Where she gets to present her evidence that she never got to, present ever, is how I have it in my mind. Okay. 23rd is the motion on the temp orders only. Okay. Oh, is it May 1st or May 2nd that I'm talking about then? Maybe. Because there is another one after that. I believe it is May 1st, and that might be what I am thinking of. Hi, Mark. Let's see. Yes, I love dogs. He does think he's entitled to everything. Lori saying, no, that is pretrial, now continued. Okay, I can't keep up. Tune into Maz's, and Laura will fill you in on all the things. Anyways, there is something on the 14th, and I believe it is at 9 or 10 o'clock. So, that is, again, all of these court dates are money that is coming out of Kelsey's pocket to pay these attorneys she needs and has to have to fight all of these bogus things, and to just fight to even get to see her son. So all of these court dates, all of the ones I thought were there and I got the orders wrong and all of that, she still has those hearings, but I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot in the next week or two. And so these are things that we can help facilitate her being able to have good representation and all of that. And then, just for the visitation, she's going to need hundreds of dollars just to have, I mean, she has a right to see her son, right? They can't take that away from her. She has a right to see her son, but she also has to pay hundreds of dollars. And you can see how people who are less fortunate, who don't have that money or that support system or whatever, could get where they just couldn't afford to see their child. And that to me is disgusting. So fortunately, Kelsey has the means and obviously family and support and all that, but she also has us that is willing to help her and raise those funds so that she can still afford her representation and also see her son when the court says that she can. Otherwise, she's, like anyone else that doesn't have the funds, they can't afford it. And so yeah, we're going to be there to help and to help support that. So anyways, there's definitely court dates happening, and we will learn all about it in detail from Lori at Maz's. So yes, what are you guys' thoughts on either anything related to Kelsey with the Justin and his? First of all, can I just say how long and repetitive and like get to the point, Justin? Okay, Maza is typing it out. Look at this. Fantastic. Tuesday, the 14th, 8:30 at Salem Probate Court. Okay, Court 36 Federal Street in Salem, Mass. Okay, that is the one for Tuesday. I'm hearing there's going to be good things there. So I know I will be by my phone, anxious for tweets and text updates and things like that. So yes, if any of you would like to go, and I know a lot of you have mentioned that you want to, I believe that is okay. As far as I know, it is open. But and then okay, Mazda telling us so justiceforkelsey.com/events will have all of her court dates, and they're usually really good at posting them too on the Facebook page as well. But go to this, it's in the chat. Mazda put it in there for us so we can check it out. Yes, Darcy, we do hate his behavior. So I just found it, like, I don't know, it was so repetitive, and I just felt bad for anyone reading. Like, I know I watched Melanie's stream where she read it. I watched Jess's stream where she read a lot of it, and they were just pages of things that you could tell were just like dramatized. Like, it wouldn't happen. Like, just come on. Like, and I'm sorry, I don't know if you guys are like this, but you lied to me once and I don't believe what you were saying. And I feel he has lied in a lot of aspects, and so I can't believe any of that. Plus you have oh, no, oh, Veda wanting to play with my Ethernet cable. Yeah, so I feel like if you lied once, how can we believe anything that you say? And you have mandated reporters refusing to report anything. And that's a problem for me. If it really happened, why are we not reporting this? If this is serious to you, obviously the things he says are serious, most of them. Some of them ridiculous, like, just why are you wasting the court's time? Um, but like, if that's what happens, then you need to report it. And you also should have taken your baby a long time ago and tried to get him out of that situation, but you didn't. So I don't know. That's just me. Hi, Miss Holmes. Mazda in chat. Hello. Thank you for being here. Jody, it is a cat. My dog doesn't know that she can jump, or even she struggles, like, I'll bring her on sometime. She's a long-haired Chihuahua. She's so sweet, but she has a thing with all of our floors are like the wood, and so they're not carpeted, and she, for whatever reason, feels like she's gonna slip, and so certain days she won't, like, leave, like, the kitchen and living room area. Like, she won't go to the, like, I'll go in the bathroom and she wants to come in and follow me, but she won't go in there. So you probably won't see the dog unless I go and pick her up and bring her on there. But the cats you will see come in and out because they are little, like, climbers, and like the two that are like the naked one and then the Devon Rex one, they are jumpers. And I eventually would like to get something over here so one can, like, jump up on there and she can just kind of hang out. But um I don't know, they're really cool cats. So let's see. Priscilla's saying him not really having a job and living with his family can't be a good look. It really cannot, especially at, what is he, 31 or 32? Not the best look. And don't talk about being a single parent, because clearly you're not. Your family is raising the baby. Who watches the baby when you work 24s before you didn't have a job? Um it is a problem, and especially when you have a mom who has all of her shit together like Kelsey does and has always had it like that. You heard her history of work history and all of that when she took the stand. This girl has had her life together from the very beginning. And so they unraveled her for a second and she's right back up. And so, it is a very stark contrast to Justin, and that absolutely won't go unnoticed. All right. Mazda fundraiser is one of 13. And the total, so Maz's fundraisers have been 42,533, and he wants to hit 50,000 tonight, guys. And honestly, I think this is very possible because we have seen Mazza raise even more than the 7,000 that is needed to reach this in one fundraiser. And I know people have had a minute to kind of maybe recoup some finances and stuff. And with Justin putting out those motions and all of those allegations and things like that, I think it's very possible. Also, I heard that Will is coming on, and Will is like, he brings all the fundraiser money to the yard. Okay. So I feel like it's very possible, Maza. And it's very close. Like, that is fantastic. So we are gonna do our best. And it's gonna piss the aliens off even more, which I love that part too. So it's just like a win-win, you know? So that's our goal tonight, guys. I love that goal and I think it's possible. So we are gonna shoot for that. So also share it out. If you guys are on Twitter, tweet it out so that more people can become aware of the fundraiser that is happening in about 15 minutes, 15-ish minutes at Maz's. Um, and yeah, come over, hang out. Even if you can't donate, you can share it, which gets the story out and the family. And we're all very grateful if you just share it. You know, I know tough times happen to all of us, and it's not great out there right now. So every little bit, even if you can only donate $1 or 2, that adds up. I mean, Maza usually has like over 1,000 people watching on his fundraisers, and so if you think about it, if everyone donated $1, that's an easy $1,000. So every little bit adds up and counts. So let's see. Oh, Angie, here's Angie. Angie did a fundraiser for Aiden and for Kelsey the other night. When I blocked Emily C and couldn't get you guys over there. um, hey Lauren, I think the fact that Justin referred to Kelsey's gifts and go is hilarious, and he is probably envious of all the support Kelsey is getting. Angie, yes. And this is why I love it. I love that for him. Great. We're gonna give her more support. If that bothers you, then it's gonna bother you a lot because I love that, you know? We can support someone who we already were supporting and continue to do that and also piss him off because we know the only thing he cares about is money, right? It seems in my opinion. Emily is still laughing about that. Can confirm. She messaged me the other night stating so. I Emily, when you said that the other night, I was like, "Oh god, I haven't watched it. Like, how bad was it?" I went back and watched it and I was like, "Oh no." It was funny. Oh gosh. Okay. Yes, that was a good time. If you were here, if you know, you know. Okay. I accidentally blocked Emily C while trying to make her a mod at the same time and figure out how to send you guys over to Angie's channel. And then it was a whole thing. Finally figured that out thanks to Emily. And then we get to Angie's thing and it's like, "Oh, Angie has to support the fact that you want to send people over." And so we're like, "Oh god, just go over there." It was funny. It was a roller coaster, but lots of people were laughing and so hopefully it was all in good fun and Emily was a great sport over it even though I blocked her for absolutely no reason and then panicked. um okay. Ah, hold on. Gen X. Is it Gen X? Yep, Gen X. Yes, the glove compartment shrooms. Can we talk about this? Okay? Can we talk about this? I know that fool did not rate that motion all about that weekend and leave the glove compartment shrooms out. But he did. Wow. I mean, like, did he just, think that she wasn't gonna bring that up? What are we doing? What are we doing? And that is just typical addict behavior. I have seen this with friends, with work. I have seen this. That is something that happens often. People who have drugs in their possession do not want to drive with them. So they will put them in someone's car, either knowing or not knowing that person. And then it will become a big issue. This is a big deal. That is a big deal. And depending on how much he had, had she been pulled over with that, there's all kinds of I mean, it's that's a big deal. I'm sorry, but that is enough to piss me off, you know? And the fact that she was still and trying to enjoy her time at that bachelorette party after that, I think she's a trooper and too nice because I no. Mm-mm. Sorry. No. Um, oh, Jody, it's in one of the motions. And, Microdots also put it in his video, which if you haven't seen it, amazing. It's over an hour and it is like a film and it is like top notch. But yeah, he had stashed some shrooms for the bachelorette party in allegedly Kelsey's um glove compartment and she found out while driving there. So yeah, this guy is trouble. Trouble. And yeah, and he's a effing jerk, says Rhonda. He is. And he's really dumb, guys. I'm sorry. He's dumb. Ugh, don't get me started. Okay. Let's see. Liviana says he probably will ask for her to pay his lawyers in next, in my opinion. Remember, he wanted the 18-year support and all that money from selling Kelsey's house. Yeah, look, I was shocked that he said he would something was split in that motion, and I was like, "Well, you know that wasn't his idea. You know that was his attorney saying, 'You're not gonna get this. We're not putting this in.'" Um, Jody saying, "What a tiny little man. This I cannot agree with more." Rhonda, you do not have to be sorry for your mouth here. I have a mouth here too. So you're just fine. And listen, um, if Justin doesn't make you wanna cuss, I don't know what will. Let's see here. If you're going to be dumb, you have to be way hotter. Thank you. Side Eyes just gets it. Side Eyes just gets it. You better not have chicken legs, okay? You better not look like Gumby when you fall, all right? Because you don't have the brains for it. You got one or the other, like something, but no. Mm-mm. And then the voice. What is the voice? Like, stop. Ooh, no. Mm-mm. Nope. Mm-mm. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Anyone think they all took Justin's side because they or she's going to say, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And if, look, in my experience with working cases, with working with DCF, I would be shocked if that was the only thing that was there. Okay. And like, that's just my personal opinion. Do not know anything otherwise. My personal opinion is I would be shocked if that was the only substance that was there. And look, Kelsey may not have even known about that, but I'd be shocked just of the allegations in this case and seeing the things that I have working and seeing people who like their drugs. So that, in my opinion, I'd be shocked. So yes, Jody liking the Gumby comment here. Oh man. Yes, his voice is annoying. Darcy says it's awful. And you guys, like, how much if you go back and look at Courtney on the stand and you just take like a screenshot, and maybe I'll do this if I remember. If you take a screenshot of Courtney on the stand and then you take a screenshot of Justin on the stand, they are the same person. One has long hair and that's it. Like, they're the same person, like, literally. Courtney is a female Justin with long hair. That's it. It's something. Darcy saying, "Is there one he doesn't take?" I know that's a question. That's the question. Okay. Let's see. Oh, Joy talking about he looks like a porno actor from the 70s with his little stash that he really can't grow. This little thing. Yeah. Like, I'm sorry, Justin. Stop. Shave that already. You you look pathetic. Like, leave that to people who can do it, okay? Oh, man. Let's see. Yep, they all look like Addams Family. Oh, they do a little bit, don't they? Ooh, yes. Rhonda can't stand looking at him. I can't either. He is a weasel. He's a little worm. Like, ugh. Okay, yeah. Um, twins. And, how about that also, how about we found out that Courtney is a licensed registered nurse, but is not doing nurse work. That's interesting. Interesting. Jody saying she's glad someone else said it. Yes, timely manner. This right here, look, she dodged a lot of bullets, and that unfortunately was one too. I'm so thankful that she never married him. As painful as a breakup is, when you have a child, it becomes even more complicated. And we know that it wouldn't last because he is so toxic and he would have taken her for everything she had. So, that is one thing to be thankful about. And you have to find those silver linings here. And that is a really big one, is that the fact that they never got married. Thank God. And, you know, she would have even more on her plate with that. Oh, let's see. Meatball saying Justin is what my family refers to as a dead debito? Debito? Like a deadbeat? I love it. Let's see. Oh, Coco, are you trying to take a baby from his mom though? Oh no, there's like a combo going on. I missed it. Okay. Um, Andrea also facts. He has tried to take everything from her, but he would have a legal way to take a lot of the money that she has. Like, had they been married, I guess is a better way to phrase it, right? To legally take it. We know he wants something, he just takes it anyways. Like, he'll break in your door, hack into your account. He'll just take it anyways. But um, 50-50 stuff. So let's see. Okay, Rhonda didn't know. Yes, Rhonda. She is a registered nurse. She does not do that, apparently, given her testimony on the stand, but she is still licensed. There were some people who looked it up once those papers came out, and apparently she still holds that license in the state of Massachusetts. So it makes her a mandated reporter, but also just interesting that she went to school for that and is not doing it. I find that fascinating for a lot of reasons. Let's see. I question why Courtney is no longer a nurse. I love dogs. I do too. I think it's very interesting. Allie, as far as I know, he is still on leave. Um, feel free. Feel free to tweet. Okay, feel free to tweet at the North Andover Fire Department and ask that question. It is a public interest, and they should be updating the public on the, I guess, investigation or the status of that employment status for Justin, because I too would like to know that. I love Dog saying he still is on leave. Yep, as far as I know. Let's see here. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I don't know how they can keep him on that department after seeing what we saw. I don't know. It seems as though, it isn't the police department, so I want to give them a little bit more grace than the police department, because we know that we saw a lot of those officers and seems a little shady. But the fire department, I would like for them to still do the right thing, hopefully, and prove that like they can do the right thing. But I don't know how he could still be employed there, like after they get done with their investigation, which really shouldn't be that long. It's all like, are you just still watching like the 270 videos of him smoking? What are you doing? Like, that's enough to fire his ass. Okay. So, yeah, let's see. Okay. Joy saying common sense investigator. We had Maureen Sullivan Torres on, And what she said about Noonan was eye-opening. I was on Justice because I watched it. Yeah, what else did she say? I can't remember. She said something else that she wasn't allowed to say on the stand. And now that you mention it, I cannot remember what she said, but it was just the way he said it, just like no big deal, like another day at the office kind of thing. But feel free to remind me of that. That's a good interview if you haven't watched it on Justice Served. Yeah, there's a lot of questions. And look, they at this point, that's another reason to fire him, right? They have to take all of that into consideration. They were already bending the rules a bit for him because he didn't live in their territory. And now with this, are they going to be inclined to do that? I mean, it just seems like he will be fired. It's just maybe they're being nice and giving him more time to collect that paid leave, which again, he doesn't deserve it. But oh, shadows. Cash is awake. So I don't know. Maybe that's the rationale behind that, giving him more paid leave until they do. I don't know. I just, come on. You got to stand for something. But oh, Emily's saying she loved that interview as well. Let's see. Oh, Cash, you may not climb on the computer, buddy. Oh, and he's scrolling up in the chat. Okay. Oh, guys, it is 1 minute. 1 minute until the fundraiser. So I am going to bid you guys adieu. I'm going to go to the bathroom and fill my water cup up with water for the show. It's a long 3 hours. And so, oh no, hang on. We have a super chat. Okay, hold on. Oh, here we go. Oh, that Dina, damn it. Hi, Dina. No matter what the affidavit says about her, the only thing we know for sure is he didn't rush to the hospital and check on her. He makes sure that that kid kept seeing his mom. No moral compass. Absolutely no moral compass. And how disgusting is it that he didn't care about her when she was shot? He didn't at least go up there and try to see if he could help until the ambulance came. I mean, just who runs a first responder who runs out of the house instead of in the house? Like, why are you on as a firefighter and working on an ambulance if you're gonna run away from a situation? That's disgusting. See, that kind of stuff, Dina, they have to take into consideration as well, I would think. But these people they don't have a lot of common sense, it seems like. So I don't know if they're gonna take that in consideration or not. But to me, that's a major problem for him to continue on at that department too. Like, he has a responsibility. So amazing. Thank you so much for your super chat. That Dina, damn it. All right. So for those of you who do not know, Maz's fundraiser is starting right now and I will be on. So I am going to send you to Maz's house, but not really because I don't know how to do that yet. So I'm just going to tell you to go. Go to Maz's house and I will see you over there. I'm going to go to the bathroom, fill my water, and then I will be there. And we will raise money for Kelsey and talk about all the things and piss Justin off, okay? And the other aliens. So be there and it will be a great time. Thank you guys so much for your support and I will see you over there in a minute. Bye, guys. Love you guys.